Howdy folks, and welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. Today I'm driving the Type 62 Chinese Tier 6 light premium tank. This isn't the game that I wanted to show you, but there's a moment in this game that is absolutely hilarious. It's coming right up. That's an M103 over there. His gun has 242mm of penetration. And my tiny little Type 62, the turret, has 50mm of armour. Watch this. Already seen me. I'm just going to slow things down here. Watch this. Come on. Partially obscure. Bang! There you go. Yeah, I just bounced a shot from an M103's 120mm gun on the gun mantle of, in fact, you know, I don't even think that's made of metal. And that guy is cursing all premium tanks right now. Don't let anybody ever tell you the Type 62 doesn't have good armour. But anyway, yeah, that was amusing. Unfortunately, I died pretty soon after this one. You don't get that lucky twice in one game. So here's the actual replay I wanted to show you. Anyway, here's a proper game. And if you have a look at the matchmaking, this is probably the best matchmaking you're ever likely to see when you're driving the Type 62. It's a Tier 7 maximum game. There's a lot of Tier 7s around, but we can damage them all. 130mm of penetration on this 85mm gun. Unfortunately, the 85mm gun has a kind of slow reload for a light tank. And it's decent penetration and the damage is all right. But I genuinely feel that playing this thing as a light attack tank, like you can with the Chaffee, or the VK2801, or the T50-2, is really not what this tank is suited for. I mean, look at that Chaffee sitting there in the open ground there, blazing away like a boss at that heavy and tank destroyer. And they're probably too far away to even see him. Played aggressively, I mean, you can play the Type 62 aggressively, you can play anything aggressively. You just have to know the right circumstances in which to do it. And the Type 62 is very much a supporting tank if you play it in the aggressive role. It's absolutely amazing if it's set up properly. Give it camo net, give it binoculars, as a passive scout. And you've seen me doing that in some of my other videos. I'm doing exceptionally well at it. But in certain circumstances, like this game, Tier 7 maximum game, you can play aggressively and do reasonably well. But it's really not what this tank is for. Now, in this game I have a medium caliber tank gun runner, and the rate of fire on this gun still isn't amazing. And if you're going to play this thing aggressively, in a game like this, success or failure basically comes down to, well, here's what I mean. I know that there's a Panther and a T29 down in that river, and I ain't going down this hill, crossing that open field, to shoot at a Panther and a T29. So I'm going to sit here in this bush, and you're basically flipping your role. 1 second you're playing aggressively, the next you're scouting. Then you're playing aggressively, then you're scouting again. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for support. And in the meantime, I'm scouting. Keeping eyes on anything coming up this field. But as soon as I get some support, and here comes the cavalry, then you go into aggressive mode. And there's the Panther.
Enemy is hit.
And he's in a bad position. And he's going to die. And our support's arrived. And it's around about now. Although I'm pretty sure that Panther couldn't see us. Because if he could, artillery would probably be shooting at us by now. And they're not. So back up into the bush, spot again, and then this KV gives me a subtle nudge up the arse, as if to say, "Oi, you, scout, go and do your thing." which is, you know, fair enough, because, yeah, at this point, that's exactly what I should be doing. And so that's exactly what I do. I know there's a T-29 in that riverbed somewhere, trying to stay hull down, so let's go and flush him out. But not without support. There he is. Now we've got tank destroyers behind us, we've got a Chaffee coming down with us, and we're going to have this T-29. Biggest tank on the enemy team. And he's history. Oh, M4 Sherman on the hill. His first shot misses. His second shot, believe it or not, bounces off our turret. Now, I realise watching this video today, I'm probably giving all of you the very, very much mistaken impression that the Type 62 has a very, very bouncy turret. It really doesn't. I just got lucky. Now, there's a reason why, if you look at the team list, the Chaffies are actually ranked higher up the list than the Type 62 is, despite being a tier lower. Our Chaffee is about to run into their Chaffee, and then their Chaffee is about to run into me. There he goes, he's killed our Chaffee, and now he's coming for me, and this is your worst nightmare in a Type 62, because a Chaffee will kick your ass any day of the week. His gun does almost the same amount of damage, has almost the same amount of penetration, there's enough penetration to kill you, and fires nearly twice as fast. And this guy, if it wasn't for the fact that he was already damaged, and I'm not the only one shooting at him, there you go, 19 health remaining, I would have been so dead. Chaffies are your worst nightmare driving this tank. And I'm about to get killed in the most humiliating way possible by a stock 3001P. Oh, the shame. But there you go. And this game's over. You know, we've won this quite easily. So there you go. You can play. Oh, watch this. Boom. M41 popped out round the barn and just blasted the bejesus out of our Stug. So yes, Type 62, it's a passive scouting tank. That's what it's good at, that's what it's good for. You don't have to play it as a passive scout though, if you get into the right matchmaking, and we're talking specifically tier 7 games, and you play it intelligently, flipping between the role of scouting and supporting, and basically you scout out tanks, you wait for support to arrive, and then when they engage them you rush in and start harassing those tanks, and ninja-ing kills like we did with the T-29. And you can have a lot of success and a lot of fun playing the Type 62 like that. It's not really what it's designed for though, but you know, that's one of the challenges of playing World of Tanks, taking a type that isn't really designed for a specific role and making it work in that role. And that can be just as much fun as, you know, playing a tank the way it's meant to be played, if I can put it that way. So that was the Type 62. Bouncing an amazing shot from an M103's gun in the first clip. That will never happen again, he said, and then bounced a shot from a Sherman's gun in exactly the same spot in the next clip. You know, having fun in Highway, one of the say new maps. It's an old map now. Patch 8 is on us, and this was a map introduced in patch 7.5, but still a good map, and I like it a lot. I hope you enjoyed the replay. So until next time, take care on the battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.